Good morning, Facebook. I'm meteorologist Zach Covey with your short-range forecast for the Hampton Roads in Northeast North Carolina region. I'm going to be going over the hazardous weather outlook for Friday, December 24th through Monday, December 27th, 2010. The hazardous weather outlook includes Hampton Roads in Northeast North Carolina. Both places going to have below average temperatures and above average precipitation, meaning we could see some snowfall in our forecast. The 18Z GFS model shown here indicated a pretty strong storm bringing us light to moderate snow, but the latest 00Z GFS shows a minor shift west, and that's evident if we go back in between both. You can see that very minor shift west. Now the 00Z bringing us moderate snow. We do a little comparison. You can kind of see just a slight tick west. Again, light to moderate snow with the 18Z, and the latest model bringing us moderate to even heavier snow out on the Outer Banks region. So we have been given a second chance here for some big snows. What do I expect? I expect moderate risk for a winter storm. Earlier today I had a 50% chance. I'm now raising that to a 60% chance for a winter storm. We go in, my snowfall amounts have changed. A dusting to 1 inch is now at a 80% chance, a 1 to 3 inch is now at a 60% chance, and a 3 to 6 is now holding at a 30% chance. The reason 1 to 3 and 3 to 6 have not changed except in their percentages is because I want to see the next model run of the GFS. I want to see if the 06 is very similar to the 00, and if we continue to see that track westward, if we continue to see a consistency in the GFS models, then we will be able to move the snowfall amounts up one level in each category, which would mean higher amounts for this region, which is very possible, but we really need to see if the next model will continue to show a small but well-needed tick to the west, which I fully expect, but I just want to wait one more model run before I move those up, just to be safe. I'd rather be safe than be first. Inland strong winds still holding you at a 20% chance for 25-mile-per-hour winds. At the coastal, I've rose your chances to a moderate risk, holding at 60% chance for 25, and your low risk for 25 to 30 has been diminished, as your low risk is now less than 10%. We go into your Mariners forecast. Mariners, rough seas is now an 80% chance, and beach erosion and coastal flooding now a 20% chance, again with those onshore winds bringing in the water. We could see minor coastal flooding and those low flood-prone areas. My final thoughts: the shift west on the 00Z GFS model run is giving the storm a revamped potential for cranking out some good snowfall amounts, reaching the 48-hour mark today, which means the models will come to a consensus. This is evident by the 00Z GFS and the 00Z Euro, which I didn't put an image in for the Euro, but the Euro had a very minor shift west, but it's a shift west nonetheless, considering it was shifting east all day on Thursday. So minor shift west, the Euro is starting to transform back into its former glory, and if we continue to see that consensus on both the GFS and the Euro, and we see that consistency between the two, making those very small movements, but they're well needed, those small ticks west, we could have a big storm on our hands. Keep an eye on the GFS 06Z to see if we continue to see a constant pattern. Again, I cannot reiterate that enough. We need to see what the next model brings and if it continues with that western track. The storm has been given a second chance of bringing the most snow we have seen this year to the Hampton Roads and Northeast North Carolina region. I won't say how much yet, because tomorrow night I will have my first snowfall amount forecast out. So stay tuned, guys, but we could have another major storm on our hands. I know I've said this before and then I've gone back on it, but the models are starting to come into a consensus now, and they're starting to become a little more constant, so we gotta wait and see, but we could have a storm on our hands. VDOT and TMC Enterprises are now pre-treating the roads, so that's a sign for, well, some good news for those snow lovers. For now, I'm meteorologist Zach Covey with your hazardous weather outlook for Friday, December 24th through Monday, December 27th. Have a nice morning, everybody.